Hello, Sydney. This is Alyssa with Patriot Marketing. So I reached out to you earlier today, and I promised this free video. So here it is, and I'm going to keep it short and sweet. I just wanted to show you a few tips that you can really use to maximize your online traffic. And so with that, I'm going to go ahead and get started. So I just wanted to point out a couple things that I noticed about your guys' website that I really liked. There's just some pictures that you guys do, some of your work. I really like that when they show when companies show their work. It just shows how good a project that a client could be looking for, what they could be getting, if that makes sense. But no, I like a lot of that. I also noticed there was, just a lot of different stuff here. Also, you show how you kind of do it, remodel without a removal. That is pretty nice. I'm pretty sure many clients like that. But there was a couple things that I noticed. There wasn't a whole lot of content, and content is literally anything I can highlight, whether it be text or pictures. In this case, I'd be talking about the text because your pictures are fantastic. But the reason why you want a lot of content is so you can rank for a lot of different keywords. Keywords, for example, epoxy flooring LA. For your field of work and in your area, there is a total search volume of 130. So there's a lot of, per month. So there is a lot of volume to be had with that. This one particular keyword has a search volume of 100 per month. So that's pretty good. With a low competition rate. So that's pretty easy to rank for and get just that much traffic. That's really nice. But anyways, you want to put yourself in a position to be found. And in order to do that, you want a website with a lot of content with the keywords that you want and need to be found for. So how you would go about making that would be adding more content here with those keywords, even going so far as saving some of these images as those keywords and then re-uploading them with that name, so you would start ranking for that keyword. And it's a kind of a sneaky way to kind of put a keyword into your website without putting it into your text, because then that image would count as that content. And content and keywords are really important because when Google crawls your website, they not only see that you have the content, but you also have the keyword verbatim within your content. And it allows you to rank faster and more efficiently. Content is great for ranking as well because Google feels that the more content that you have, the more likely you are to be an expert in your field. So at the end of the day, their whole goal is that when someone searches, they get the information that they need. So, long story short, the more content you have, the more likely you are to be found because Google wants the people searching on their platform to get the information quickly and efficiently. So that's something to keep in mind. I'm going to move on to my next tip, and that would be to building upon this Google business profile. And so that would really be putting yourself in a position to get as much traffic as possible. And so what I mean by that would be, when someone searches for any given keyword, and actually we're going to go over to this next tab here soon, and I'll explain why in a moment, but when people search for any given keyword, there's a lot of different ways in which, they can convert over as clients. I'm going here, this is not your field of work, and it is not your area. However, it does show the first two things that I'm going to talk about, whereas when I search for anything in your guys' area with that keyword and field of work, it doesn't come up with the first two things I'm talking about. So that's why we're looking at this, and I just want to show you what they look like. So there are the local ads right here. They are always located at the very top. They capture the attention of the people that click on the very first thing that they see, correction. You can also adjust Google Ads to capture people's attention. The local ads people like because they are guaranteed by Google, as we can see, up to a certain dollar amount. So if something goes wrong or something happens, they trust that Google will make it right monetarily. It would be great for you as they have a very high conversion rate for clients. When you hover your mouse over these local ads, it drops down, shows how many years you've been in business, and the company number is right there. So when people click on that and are already taking time out of their day to call you, they're more likely to convert over as a client for you. The Google ads themselves, they are right below those local ads. They don't have as high of a conversion rate. However, you can be seen by a lot of different people. They are also a lot cheaper as well. And I'm going to go back over to this tab here because it has everything else that I'm going to talk about next. But the next thing would be the Google Map Pack here. The people who search this way, I am one of them. They are looking for a company that is local and in the area. This pulls up to 80% of the traffic. So if we were using the particular keyword that has a search volume of 100, we are looking at the majority going straight to these competitors here. And the 20% is scattered throughout here. But anyways, it's really important to get that Google Map Pack. They do pull a lot of the traffic. So that also, it is a high competition to get here. But another great way to pull traffic to your website is ranking organically. So ranking organically, it's pretty simple. The higher you're ranking in Google, the more traffic you're going to pull to your website. So these people here are doing better than these guys down here, and people rarely go to the second page of Google. So it is really important to be ranking high enough that you're on that first page. So speaking of ranking organically, that leads me to my third and final tip. And we are going to go over how you would rank organically. So you would need to build up the strength of your website in order to do that. And how you would do that would be to adding backlinks and referring domains. Now, unfortunately, not all backlinks are created equal. I put you in your website into this tool to kind of show where you're at in your position with your online presence. So, as I was saying, not all backlinks are created equal. Some are good quality, some are bad quality, and just because it's a backlink does not mean it's going to do its job. So you want all the good quality backlinks. And referring domains is like, for example, you do services for somebody and they start blogging about the services that you provided them. So what they do is they have a link back to your website, and that would count as a referring domain. The more referring domains you have, the more power you have. It's basically would make these numbers higher. You generally want these numbers to be at a 1-to-1 ratio or in the 20s, 30s, 40s range. So it looks like you're in the 20s range for UR, but DR is at 5, not at a 1-to-1 ratio. You do have 399 backlinks and 38 referring domains. You're ranking for 599 organic keywords and getting an organic traffic of 164. So that's not too bad. But let's take a look at your competitors and see where they are at in their online presence. So I chose these guys right here, epoxy.la. This is their website. They have quite a bit more content, it seems. And not as many pictures, but still. They are ranking high enough to be number 2 for this particular keyword. So if we plug them in, they're in the 30s for UR. DR is at an 8, not at a 1-to-1 ratio. They have 2.5 thousand backlinks, and I can probably guarantee you that not all of those are good quality ones. They have 307 referring domains. Have an organic keyword of 435. That's how much they're ranking for. Not quite as many as you. However, they are generating more traffic. And that is probably because of how high they are ranking. They are pulling more traffic to their website. And also it has to do with the keywords too. So if we take a look at some of the keywords that we're ranking for, that they're ranking for, and what you're ranking for. So let's take a look at that. So you are ranking for your name, and a lot of your name actually, la.concrete. I would say you might want to rank for more service keywords. I do see some of these service keywords, but you do have a couple of your name in there, and you are going to rank for your name, but you want more of those service keywords. They have more service keywords, it looks like, for this kind of thing. So they are going to be generating more traffic, and then also each keyword has a different search volume. So take a look at some of your search volumes and the competition. So we have 0, 1, 4. Those are great to have because they have this one right here, top cast concrete, search volume of 1,100. 0 KD, low competition. So that's really, really great. And it looks like, you're doing pretty good with that particular keyword. And you have some of these really high search volume keywords here with low competition. But if we take a look at some of these guys, they have a lot of high competition keywords, it looks like, yes, but they have a lot more low competition ones as well that they're getting for that, and they're ranking really high because they're number 2 in Google. And I'm not seeing you on here. I'm just seeing the a lot of your particular competitors on the first page. So my suggestion for you would be, I guess, focusing really on getting more of those high quality backlinks into your website and getting more of those referring domains so that you can start to rank, and also adding more of that content. Whereas you are ranking for a lot of keywords, you're not having that content. And as we talked about before, Google feels like you're more of an expert in your field if you have more content. So those are my my top tips would be the referring domains, backlinks, and that content in there. So I hope that this has been informative and helpful. If you have any questions, you can reach back out to me. Either my husband or I would love to get in touch with you in whatever time fits for you. So if you have any questions or concerns, we'll be available to chat. So yeah, definitely we can set up a time. So with that, you have a great day and God bless.